And Utah will bring it across. This is Collier, and he hands it off to Harkless. By the Warriors. Here's Cody Williams. At 11 of his 21 points in the fourth quarter against the Hornets and that loss on Friday, but overall had a pretty good offensive night. Armstrong on the drive and the bucket. Tui at the end of the shot clock, wild one, tipped it up and in just the way he drew it up, Tim.
In Utah's first game.
Here's Cody Williams downhill, lays it home with the left.
Coming into the league as a big, adding 4 feet to that shot, that's a very respectable percentage for a rookie.
Wow, they smelled blood on that full court pressure.
Really struggled with his perimeter shooting, but his playmaking and his on-ball defense and ability to create things with his speed, they were evident.
On that sequence. And Collier brings it across. Whips it inside to Filipowski, who had it knocked away.
That's a really nice find early by Collier. Even better defense on the strip.
Nice layered layup. Collier out top, 5 of the shot clock. Got to get to work like now. Wow, made space and got a nice soft touch. The Jazz on him that time. Hawkins goes tween, steps back. Wow, he used the self-checkout line. Hawkins with a long 2. Boy, Hawkins had a notion. Now directing traffic. Madsen, that's second one.
Yeah, he gets into his shot really quickly. The first one he hit had a little bit more time, sets up his rhythm for the night, and now he's able to shoot it even when there's defense in his space, which it just wasn't. Now he's running to the line one more time.
Nice little step through layup, good.
Adds those flurries of 3-pointers to what they're trying to do with their movement and spacing, and how it frees up things for Steph Curry and Draymond Green and Jimmy Butler.
Golden State with a 9-point lead. (10-0) run for the Warriors. Filipowski turned the corner, man. Great agility and handle by the big man.
Not as in-depth as you're going to in an NBA regular season game, but they saw when he had space up the floor the other night, he gets downhill speed at you. He's a really good decision maker. They're trying to stop his progress in the backcourt.
No-go with the step-through move.
Right here you see again, Collier just stunts into the backcourt to make Armstrong pick it up and advance it.
Tough move and bucket underneath. Isaiah Mobley. Wow.
That's big-time finish.
Collier back out to Filipowski. No hesitation. Sanogo battling Mobley underneath. Rips it away. Nice cut by Filipowski and finish. He's just moving different right now.
And he just looks completely different than everybody else on the floor. In the way that just like physically he's carrying himself and his strength and his self-assuredness.
Wow, bucket and one. Shackelford. Look at this.
Yeah, this is nice. That's really good footwork off the rocker step.
On the chase action, gets it back. Good switch by Filipowski, moving his feet well, and he forces the turnover. Collier. And one.
Tempo of this game wants to pick up. That is absolutely fine with Isaiah Collier, because this is exactly, you should be open to just turn and shoot it, and all of a sudden there's a hand over top of the ball because they covered the ground. So that's the biggest adjustment for all of these guys. And run into a shot, that's what you're out there to do. See if maybe Cody Williams can create one for him, and there it is.
From the corner, you called it, Tim.
What are some of the things that we're looking at here? I know that this is a time of year where everything started falling into place still in terms of any rule changes or points of emphasis going forward, but in these early discussions, what are some of the things you're talking about?
And most certainly we're going to continue to try to be good at that moving into next season, and it'll be something that we continue to look at. Close out on jump shooters, not only the landing space, but we want to make sure that the high-five interpretation where there's incidental contact is not being abused to where blows are being delivered to shooters. Now, we don't have any shooters on this broadcast here today, but nonetheless, if there were a shooter on this broadcast, he would probably appreciate this new ball.
No, really, It is. But this guy was the story of the first half. 6 threes, Madsen.
We had a meeting today, and we'll continue those discussions tomorrow. And of course, everything that we do in terms of rule interpretations, as we see the three made there, we want to make sure that it's vetted with the stakeholders of our group. And we're going to tackle that a lot tomorrow and have discussions about it. And as the competition committee, that's of course governors, that's players, coaches, general managers, as is anyone in this league, whether that be, you know, coaches, young coaches, or young players, you want to see them make steps. And some people are making steps into crew chief roles. Some are making their first steps as G League officials. And when we see those positive steps, those that can apply.
Off the miss, here come the Warriors. Up by 5. Tui out to Richard. Boy, great spin move inside and bucket. Wow.
Impressive right there by Tui. You know, not only this move, that's a really quick spin on Filipowski, who thought.
And this organization how it's well run, and the guys and the people around the organization, you know, just help me and just being a joy around each and every day.
I feel like you hear coaches in this league.
And getting him to open up a little bit, man, and seeing another side of him. A lot of people don't get to see very often with athletes.
Collier missed. Williams followed him just to put a period on.
He came out of the gates absolutely firing. They got off to a great start as a result.
Shackelford with the 3 from the wing.
Coming to Vegas and, you know, just supporting the guys. Like, we've had a very long summer together, and, you know, we worked really hard. So, you know, just coming to support these guys, I'm real proud of them, proud of myself. And, you know, so, you know, they're killing it out here, doing what they're supposed to do. So,
What do you like about the way that you played last week?
man, I think, you know, like I said, we put in a lot of work. And, you know, in the 3 games we had in Salt Lake, we got 3 wins. So, you know what I'm saying? That's what I think is I'm the most proud about.
It was probably frustrating, right? But when you have conversations with head coach Will Hardy, what are the expectations and the vision moving forward with such a young, talented roster?
Yeah, we've had some small changes in the front office with Austin Ainge. And, you know, he's instilled a different mindset in us. You know, just obviously it's going to be a different season this year. We're a young team, but
I think all of these guys come out in that first game. You know, all eyes are on you. You're the featured player in that particular game, and you want it almost too badly to happen and impress people. And I think sometimes when you play that way, it's very difficult to find a rhythm. Game 2, they typically settle down. You saw that with Cooper Flag. But I think anything he does right now would qualify as a good shot.
Foreman Young got clobbered underneath, no whistle. Williams on the break with a nice lefty leg.
That was nice, switching hands in the air to avoid the contact.
Up and down we go. And a bucket at the other end by Golden State. Quick counter. Nice run out by Delaunay. Native of France, undrafted in 2023. He's got 6. Baseline drive, good help defense. And that 3 is good again. Boy, Max Asmus has done a nice job in limited time.
Golden State right now, like their tempo after makes is the difference. Utah
Jazz Summer League coach. Here's Cody Williams. And that ball did a victory lap and finally fell. I'm looking forward to seeing the next chapter in Taylor Hendricks' comeback for the Utah Jazz. Great pick and pass ahead. And Cody
Nice.
Williams.
Give me that. Cody Williams getting it done defensively.
Asmus with the cross. Raises up.
Just standing there in a relaxed position.
Armstrong being hounded out front. Great defense, better offense, though.
Everybody gathered and also in a more relaxed mindset than they would be a lot of times during the regular season.
Nice bucket there by McGriff. Makes it a 6-point game. Armstrong around the Mobley screen. Nice layoff glass. Man, he was slick with it. Taran Armstrong. He's really settled down since kind of buckling under that early ball pressure, hasn't he?
No doubt about it. And again, I think that they realized his pace was different for the Golden State Warriors, a difference maker in their first game. So Utah came out trying to impede his progress. He has settled down, and he's done a much better job being strong through all that pressure.
Wow. Great move inside by McGriff. $16 points for McGriff after that one, and little answer back at the other end. Tui had something to say to those guys in the front row.
Yeah, I think that might have been Jalen Williams or
Yeah.
somebody over there telling him that was off.
Yeah, somebody said, oh, he with us. Sanogo on the drive. Great time inside. And Cody Williams looking for a call, won't get it.
He completely,
steal.
yeah, and he stunted that time on Matson. He made Matson think he was pinching on the lane, trying to bait him into that cross-court pass.
Griff with a jab that shook his defender. He's up to 19. Richard for three. Quick trigger, it's good. And Enrique.
Yeah, Paige Beckers, really, she just got comfortable real early here in a rookie year.
Kelsey Mitchell with another big game for the Fever, leading the way in scoring. Stephanie White doing a nice job of holding that team together in the absence of Caitlin Clark. Williams with the jumper. Tell me about Cody Williams' jumper a little bit. That prior three he took, it seemed like there was some odd rotation on the ball. This last one looked better. Armstrong. That's off the elbow action. Nice lay with the left.
That was really nice because his footwork right there was just perfect. Catch the ball and immediately swing through to get that first step advantage.
Pretty comfortable off the bounce.
Yeah, really. And that was a nice burst of quickness. He got to the rim quicker than I thought he could from about 25 feet. And look, it's something a shooter always has to add because you're going to get hard closeouts all the time. Learn how to go by and create another dimension to your game.
Armstrong rebounded by the Jazz temporarily. Wow, what a circus shot by Alex Tui. The Warriors will go to the foul line.
Yeah, Filipowski not able to secure it. Tui goes to the other side, circus shot.
And one. Lead is back up to 14.
Tui's put himself together pretty nice night. 15.
And Filipowski trying to keep his team in it. Delane turns the corner, and Filipowski packed that.
An amount of cachet to take that shot. Is a year two player.
Chris Jones, the Jazz Summer League head coach, barking out the play, and the play is for Cody Williams.
Yeah, man, he really can accelerate.
Asmus might have gotten away with a push off there. Good roll by Filipowski for the layup. And it's down to a 6-point game with 46.6 to go. Jaden Shackelford out of Alabama. Played in the G League last year for the Suns affiliate, the Valley Suns. Led the team in points, threes, and free throws made, and steals. Here in Las Vegas after going 1-2 in the California Classic. $19 seconds to go. Another opportunity for Cody Williams. Filipowski with the tip. And the good news now, it appears as if Kyle Filipowski will not foul anybody before we get off air. Golden State wins it 103-93.